Hello and welcome to day number 12 of our 12-day appreciation challenge. Today's word is neutrality. And in being neutral, there is inherent in that state of neutrality a feeling of non-judgment, a feeling of making no assumptions or conclusions, but rather to be able to view a whole situation from many different facets. And the way that that becomes so important, particularly in relationships, is that we don't become involved in a biased way. Therefore, we are not heavily stacked one way or the other. So in other words, neutrality means I am not on one side or the other side, but rather able to see both sides. A way to practice neutrality is to be able to recognize within ourselves this notion of, am I judging? Am I criticizing? Am I making a determination? Whereas I truly may not have nearly enough information to be making those kinds of choices. It is so important to remember that oftentimes what we perceive a situation to be isn't very much at all the big picture. And in that regard, the bigger picture becomes less and less weighted from one side to another. It becomes less and less involved with the ego. It becomes less and less involved with any form of judgment, so that there's no pull in one way or another. And when I'm able to understand everybody's side, there's an ease within me as well. That pull or that sense of stacked or weightedness is something that creates tension within me. So therefore, to be neutral, to be in a state of neutrality, there is a feeling of ease within me that I am able to embrace the bigger picture. Not only am I seeing a bigger picture, but I'm also able to include in that there is always more to that big picture than I'm able to perceive in any given moment. So remaining neutral, a feeling of being in a state of neutrality, allows me to be as expanded and resistant-free as possible. And by experiencing life in that way, by experiencing even everyday life in that way, I can move through each circumstance of my day in a state of ease, because I'm not judging. I'm not being pulled. I am not being influenced in one way or another, other than the desire to remain neutral. The way that neutrality applies to our 12-day appreciation challenge is that in that expanded state, in that place of ease, that which we can appreciate is quite obvious. Not only is it obvious, but it ties back into every other of our aspects of our 12-day appreciation challenge. All of those aspects, in one form or another, as we have seen, relates to being in a full-on state of appreciation. And the reason appreciation is so meaningful and so beneficial is because once we hold in a state of appreciation, that what what we're able to appreciate, there is the opportunity then for so much more to be recognized, for so much more to be experienced, and for so much more to come into our understanding for us to appreciate fuller, farther, and deeper. I want to thank you so much for joining me each day in this 12-day appreciation challenge. It has been a privilege, a joy, and a pleasure to bring this program to you. And even though we've created these episodes in a particular order to follow the pattern of the letters of the word appreciation, I invite you to tune in to any episode at any time you'd like a reminder of any of these aspects. And may I invite you then to consider creating your own appreciation challenge, or using a word that is really relevant to you, and seeing if you can practice the many different facets of that particular concept that you come up with. I want to wish you a good day and enjoy everything that you do with an experience of appreciation. Take care, everyone.